Hello everyone, Simus here, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. I know I said in the last video that I wasn't going to get a new Rhino right away, and we are getting a new Rhino, and it's right away. And the reason why we're doing that is because I woke up this morning and I saw the new patch notes for the hotfix that dropped overnight, and I decided we were just going to go ahead and get a new Rhino while we were here. And the reason why is because rhinos now tame 40% faster than they did yesterday, so their taming time has been adjusted. So I have been sitting here for, I don't know, about the same time as it took to tame the level 16 yesterday. This is level 40 and it's taking not that much longer. If anything, it's going to take about the same amount of time to tame out, which is fantastic. So I thought I would just go ahead and get that crossed off the list since we're already up here in the north and I don't like being here. I hate the north. You've probably noticed our new rhino is very bloody and has really low taming effectiveness. This is because we got sneak attacked by a dire wolf shortly after I KO'd this rhino. And they have this annoying thing where they will push you continually back while they're attacking you and push you away from everything. So it hit me first, it pushed me away from the Anki spike here, and basically I didn't have a chance to do anything. It killed me and it started attacking my Anki. Anki is on passive, so it pushed the Anki all over the place. It hit the Rhino a bunch of times in the time it took me to respawn back at the outpost and run back over here. So we saved the Rhino. The Yankee was pretty beat up, but I did manage because it was a 76 wolf, so it wasn't like a low level wolf or anything. So we killed that, but we did suffer some consequences from that. I didn't want to wake this Rhino up and tame it all over again, so we're just gonna roll with what we've got, which is still respectable enough, I guess. I'm still kind of annoyed that we lost so many levels. Because it was a perfect tame, I didn't shoot it after it went down or anything, so we lost basically 15 of the 20 possible levels, which means it's going to tame out really low. So that's really annoying. We are kind of lucky though, there's 2 mammoths and there's actually another rhino around here somewhere. And they have been taking out some of the other wolves and stuff that have been hanging around. And actually, I know I said yesterday I don't think raptors spawn in the snow. Uh, there was a raptor, it tried to attack. I have no idea where this raptor came from, but it decided to attack the wild rhino and got annihilated, so there's that. And do I have game on? Yes I do. We're going to turn game off. But the other things you might want to take note of in the patch notes is the Eurypterid spawn frequency was increased by 60%, so they must have not been spawning. Rhinos can now be picked up by the Quets. Doesn't help us at all, but it'll probably help some of you. The new saddles can now be craftable in the Beaver. They still didn't fix the thing where it tells you the Rhino saddle is craftable in the smithy. It doesn't say that in the engram list, but that is where it's crafted. Extinction event servers now have 2 and 3 times multipliers on their settings. They were at default, which is kind of bad since they get wiped every month. So that was basically the gist of the patch notes. There's a couple other things that don't really affect us. There's some other stuff in the notes. Check them out if you haven't already. And I did find out what the rhino horn is used for. There's a new recipe. It's the broth of enlightenment, which is essentially a soup that increases your experience points, your XP gain. The The mod who posted the recipe did not say exactly what the rate is, so they're just gonna leave us to discover that. But I do have the recipe. The recipe is 10 majo berries, 2 of each advanced crop, so the citronal, the longgrass, the savaroot, and the rock carrots, 5 rhino horns, 1 black pearl, and a water skin in a cooking pot or a industrial cooker, and that will increase your experience. So if you're looking to level up, especially in the later levels when it takes forever to get experience points, definitely worth looking into. So that is what the horns are used for. I only have 1 so far. And we need... You can definitely tell it's taming faster. This rhino is only going to take 100 narcotics total. It's a level 40. The level 16 we tamed and lost yesterday took about 120 narcotics. So it's definitely a huge boost in taming. So I basically went through an almost 2-hour video almost for nothing because we lost the rhino and they did improve the tame speed. So that's literally, that was my entire day yesterday. That was exactly the kind of day I've been having. So far, everything today is doing fairly well, except for the fact that it looks exactly like the snow biome outside my window. It is April and we have a snowstorm. That is exactly how it is for the area that I live in. Frustrating, but what are you gonna do? So I just thought I would update you guys on that. And our rhino's almost tamed, so that's really good. We will maybe test this rhino out on something a little less dangerous than a pack of dire wolves, so we do not lose this one. I did find out what that meter was for. It looked like a rage meter. That's actually the charge meter, literally. When the meter is full, you do maximum damage. So that's what charging is for. And that must be how it can one-shot a T-Rex, as it did in the Spotlight. I'm not really sure the mechanics on that, because I haven't figured out if it's just a regular attack or if it's something special you're supposed to do. Because it seemed like it didn't have an extra attack, it just has the one. So I think what you do is you just, you have to calculate the distance to get it right, but I guess you just charge, you get the meter full, and then you just attack whatever it is while your meter is full, and that will be what does most of the damage. Um, so it's going to take a little bit of practice. It's a little bit of a gimmick mechanic. Ooh, there's an elk. Hello. Low level. Interesting color combination. I don't think I've seen one like that before. And it's good to have around us in case something else spawns and tries to take a bite out of the rhino. Unfortunately, the other thing is I'm going to have to stick around. Actually, I think I have enough pelt. I don't think I do. But my farm is getting wrecked from all these sneak attacks from wolves and whatnot. I really don't like wolves that much because of that. I'm almost thinking they'll be our main enemy in the next season playthrough in the north, and we just won't tame them and we'll just be constantly fighting them off. We'll see. Because the only thing with that is most of the saddles for snow biome animals are higher, like mid-level and up, and direwolves do not have a saddle requirement, so that would be a huge advantage. But on the other hand, they're really annoying to tame. I hate fighting them because I haven't yet figured out a good way to kill them before they kill me when I'm not actually mounted. Because that was what I was literally standing right next to Spike, and the direwolf just pushed me down the hill and injured me, and I just couldn't get back up to get on him, and that's how we lost. Well, that's how we died again. We didn't lose anything. except taming effectiveness, which again, it doesn't matter for this particular tame, but that was really irritating. So the other thing I've got planned is I'm thinking we're gonna set up a taming outpost in the middle of the map, or close to the middle of the map, to hunt down a high level Bronto, because it's gonna take forever, and being this far away from areas with a lot of large animal spawns is going to be a problem when we're looking for Brontos. The other thing is, I don't really have a way to take down a Bronto right now. We have our Parasaur. I'm a little bit concerned that even with the design of the platform that I have, where I went out of my way to make sure that it was out of the way of T-Rexes and stuff, I'm not sure if the Bronto can still hit it with its tail. I'm not sure how big the AoE range on it is. And there we go, we've got our new Rhino. So we're gonna go ahead and put the saddle on it. And Spike, you can go back onto neutral. So there we go, we have replaced our lost Rhino. We can follow the Rhino. And I really like this one's colors. It's that black one with the gray slash whitish face that we saw yesterday. Oh, actually, the stamina is still low. Oh my goodness, look at how fast this thing is. That's fantastic. Let's see what our stats actually are. So this one actually has a lower base HP than the one I tamed yesterday. But it does have higher stamina, and the weight is really good on this. And look at that melee damage. The other one had like 125, this one's at 170, so this thing is gonna do some damage. I am gonna try to level it up a little bit and put some HP on it, because we definitely don't want a repeat of yesterday. But for now, we are going to swim across here. I'm not gonna try to test anything out here in the snow, because that was a disaster last time. Look at this thing. This is amazing. So I take back what I said about their low stamina. It doesn't matter that much because they move so ridiculously fast. So this thing's gonna be good. Definitely not taking it to a Rex fight because they're just, it seems like you have to be riding it to get the most out of it because of the charge meter thing. I don't think they do that just by default. So we're gonna let our new Rhino heal a little bit. I'm gonna repair my hide armor, well, my fur armor while we're here. And I'm gonna start getting set up for the next video. I just wanted to go over the new patch notes and get our new Rhino, which we have done. So this one will hopefully survive longer than an hour. Look at you. Look at those ears. I thought they were Mickey Mouse ears because I couldn't see them, but they're not. They're really cute ears. So anyways, that's what's going on for today. So we're probably going to do another building episode pretty soon once I get set up. Assuming I don't see a high level Bronto close to Herb Island, I'm going to scout around and look around first. But for now, that's what's going on. So we have a new Rhino. And that's going to be about it for this episode. So that's what's going on with that. If you want to tame a Rhino, today is definitely a better day to do it because they tame faster now. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.